I don't know. I was talking to Slim the other day, and he was saying that it's looking like the Super Bowl is going to be a rematch between the Seahawks and the Patriots. And you know what? After what happened this weekend, I'm inclined to agree. What is up, everybody? My name is Advance, and this is Advanced Sports Talk. All right, so NFL 2025 playoff division round has concluded. I did the AFC games first. Now I'm doing the NFC games today. Now I'm doing the NFC games on this video, and this is going to be a much shorter video because the first game is not really much to talk about in the first game. Yeah. All right. So, nevertheless, we're gonna break this down. So we got the San Francisco 49ers versus the Seattle Seahawks, and the LA Rams versus the Chicago Bears. All right. So let's get into this 49ers Seahawks game. Now, these two division opponents, they're no stranger to each other. So yeah, this was a third meeting between the two, and yeah, Seahawks destroyed them. There's just no sugarcoating this. 41-6, the Seahawks beat the 49ers 41-6. Hold on, let's see. So they oh yeah, they beat them last game of the season too, 13-3. Did they three-peat? No. This game was a tiebreaker because they lost to the 49ers earlier. And you know what? Quite frankly, me as a Tampa Bay fan, I didn't care who won this game. I'm like, because you know why? Because if whoever wins this game, that just makes me feel so much better because we beat both of these teams. You know, we was hanging with these teams. So hey, go ahead, Seattle. Prove that you an NFC caliber team, NFC Championship caliber team. Oh man, yo, Tampa Bay beat the NFC champion, Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, we did. What was all that talk about? Oh, hey, nah. Let me stop. Yeah, this was this was an execution. Sam Darnold didn't really have to do much. Brock Purdy couldn't do much. At the end of the day, injuries is what caught up with San Fran. So believe it or not, Christian McCaffrey was relatively unscathed throughout this. Yeah, Christian McCaffrey stayed healthy the whole season. That's crazy. Everybody around him got hurt, but yeah, not that guy. So yeah, Seahawks will advance to the NFC Championship game. 41-6. All right, but next we're gonna talk about the LA Rams versus the Chicago Bears. Now, much like the game in Buffalo and New England, between Buffalo and Denver. I'm sorry. Much like the game between Buffalo and Denver, this game ended up going into overtime as well. It was tied 17 up going into the half. I'm not going into the half, at the end of regulation. And this was once again a case where both defenses was not having it. You can argue that the 3 interceptions that Caleb Williams threw was definitely the difference in this game. Because let's say if he didn't throw those interceptions, and he's gotten a minimum of 3 points off of that, this game would have been they would have ended this game 26-17. Because that's another thing. the Bears defense was getting back to starting to show shades of being the old '85 Bears defense. I don't know if y'all remember that shit. I was only 1 year old about around that time, but yeah, but no, nevertheless, yeah, identical stat spread between both quarterbacks. Matt Stafford was 20 for 42, 258 yards passing. Caleb Williams 23 for 42, 257 yards passing. Only difference is Williams had two interceptions. No, had 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. But it was the interceptions that caused it. Kieran Williams, who seems to only do things when I don't have him on my fantasy team, had 21 carries, 87 yards, 2 touchdowns. Let's see. So I think those were the only touchdowns that they got. Everything else was field goals. So, but yeah, it was a pretty back and forth game defensively. But just like how in the Patriots. Oh my God! I just did this. Patriots-Houston game. Just like how in the Patriots-Texans game, how there was snow in that game, there was snow in Chicago. And, there was a question of whether or not the Rams was going to actually be okay in this weather because they were, they're a warm weather team, so they're not used to all of this. But, yeah, so nevertheless, Rams pulled out the victory in overtime. So yeah, so now they will advance on to the NFC Championship game, facing the Seattle Seahawks. Now, Seattle is also a place that is very difficult to win because of the not necessarily the weather, but I just say the atmosphere. The atmosphere, it's cloudy, foggy, or whatever the case. So I call it London, USA, but it is what it is. And then plus, of course, the stadium, because of the acoustics of the stadium, it gets loud. It gets loud in there. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens. Actually, I think Stafford is the last standing veteran. He's the last standing veteran of the playoffs. Everybody else is new blood. So hold on. Yeah, because we got Drake May and Bo Nix on the AFC side, and then Sam Darnold, who I guess you could say he's a veteran, but Stafford's been in the game way longer than Sam Darnold. So we're gonna see what happens. I'm pulling for the Seahawks, mainly because I want to see that rematch. Hold on. It could be a rematch between the Rams and the Patriots though. Or the Broncos could just shock everybody. But yeah, I think it would be huge if the Patriots did it, because the Patriots, they got that new dynasty. Everybody's got a new dynasty. But the Rams got Devontae Adams. That'd be huge for Devontae Adams to get a Super Bowl finally. But nevertheless, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? How do you feel about this week's NFC division round games? How do you feel about the Seahawks dominating the 49ers? Do you think it was injuries that caught up with them, or do you think that it was something else? Secondly, how do you feel about the LA Rams edging out the Chicago Bears? How do you feel about? Do you think Caleb Williams did good for his second year in the season in the league? Put your comments in the comment section down below. We're going to chop it up and start this conversation. My name is Advance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on everything. I'm out.